Welcome to Dice Tower Live.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell. Welcome to a live, most boring unboxing on Earth. So you might be wondering why I'm doing this or what's going on here exactly. So what we do, and let me see if I can show you one here. We should probably mute that. What we do is every time we get a game in the mail, we put a sticker on it to show kind of when it comes in. And so we have red, yellow, green, blue. So red is the month of June. But 4 months ago, which is May, April, March, February, right? So in February, we had red stickers in all those games. Well, we can't have red stickers on both of them. So we do this so that we eventually open up everything. Now, the games I'm going to show you today, there's probably nothing super spectacular, because if there was anything super spectacular, we would have already opened it. But we're going to just open this stuff, and I'm going to open it until we've opened up all of it. There's like 60 things here. Or until I get bored and I'll say I'll do the rest of it later. So it's going to be kind of like our daily unboxings, but we're just going to open these and see what happens. So we'll get started. So here we got Dwarves Fall, which is actually an expansion to Dwarves, but whatever. I'm going to open these up, and I can read your comments that you are typing along the way too, so maybe I'll talk back and forth to you guys. And I'm not saying, okay, so someone just asked, if we don't get to a game after 4 months, it doesn't get reviewed. No. It just means it's not sitting on our shelf anymore. We're going to get these open and on the shelf. We move them to another shelf where they might get reviewed at this point. So let's see what's in here. Another pack of dwarf cards. All right, let's see how much shrink wrap we have on the table here. All right. I think it's an expansion for dwarves. All right. Well, that was interesting. All right, next. Peace, a card game. Peace out. I think this peace game here is just, I think it's war. What it isn't good for, absolutely not. All right, so here we got peace. Let's take a look at these things. Win 56 cards, shuffle, divide evenly, turn over the top card. Whoever's the most thoughtful act. Oh my goodness. I pick you flowers, I feed your cat, I walked your dog. I baked you cookies, I made up your dinner, I wrote you a song, I knitted you socks, I washed your car, I helped you move, I painted your house, I bought you a boat? What? Who buys people boats? I threw you a party, a parade. I found you a unicorn. I love you. And then they kind of ran out of the same stuff, so they're just doing it again in different colors, which is pretty sad, honestly, because this is the whole theme of this game. You think they could have done things. I do like how the colors gradually changes here from pink to red. So, interesting, but it's war, which we all know is not that good of a game. They renamed it Peace, because ha ha ha, and that is the last time you will probably ever hear or see this game on the Dice Tower. All right, what do we got next? 13 Ghosts. All right. Let's see, this is a little card game from our Tipia games. There's an advertisement for Whoosh. Let's see what's going. This is so boring it gets past funny. How dare you insult war? All right. Let's see. 13 ghosts. They got rules. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like the artwork on these a lot. 11, 12, 13. But wait, there's 13 more. They have 13 through here twice. It's a micro game, and you're trying to find a ghost hidden in your opponent's crypt. You have 2 sets of cards. If you're going to pick the number that's in your opponent's crypt, if you get it right, you win the game. All right, that doesn't sound horrific. It's a small little game. All right, I'm not opposed to this one. This goes on the maybe it will get reviewed pile, for sure. That's 13 Ghosts. Yep. That one may have missed where it was supposed to go. Here's another small game from Artipia called Treachery. Treachery. All right, Treachery in a Pocket. So it's a card game of nobles vying for power. They're laid out in rows with levels of power, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look at these cards. There's a bunch of ladies. There's some dudes. Different colors. Here's ways to move cards. That's very spatial. And then there's some seals. All right. Well, you know, I'm not opposed to micro games. I don't get these tiny games at a table as much as other games, but who knows? That is Treachery in a Pocket. All right, next. Imps, Devilish Duels. I really don't like these boxes that have these open lid things that you have to like open and slide things out. Ah, okay. Well, that's surprising. This one has little things that get punched out here. I'm not going to punch them out right now. And then some dice. Do you think these dice go into these spots? Let's look. Well, that would be weird if they didn't. But it seems like they go in there. Well, who knows? Here are the rules. Wait, is this for an expansion? No, these are the German rules. Ah, here's the English rules. Earth dice, fire dice, water dice, and air. You know what? I challenge game designers to stop making games that are based on earth, fire, air, and water. We get it. The 4 basic elements. Pebble, mulch, puck, sprig, squirt. Alright, so these are different cards that do different things. Suit, spark, furnace, steam, flicker, twister, ignite, minish, haze, granite. All right, well, this looks like another kind of small micro-style game. Not sure if I'm supposed to be getting rid of that. But I hate this box. Who thinks, is there anyone on earth who likes these boxes? They're like, you know what I really like is sliding everything into a box where it can easily come out of the bottom. Ah, man, I hate these games that are like that. All right, that's Imps, Devilish Duels. What do we got next? Agricola, 120 new cards expansion, the Artifacts deck. All right. Someone asked about the how many garbage bags we had to go through. The answer is a lot, but we actually go through way more recycling. We have 2 recycling bins at our house, and we fill them up, or at the studio here, and we fill them up all the time. Yeah, the shrink wrap's not so much of a big deal. It's the things that take longer to get rid of is the cardboard boxes for sure, and the plastic stuff, peanuts, can take up a lot of space. All right, so here we go. This is an expansion for Agricola. Let's see, we got a homekeeper, a stable planner. Well, these are just a whole bunch more people here. Oh, a freshman. Each time you get a bake bread action, instead of taking the action, you can play an occupation without paying an occupation's cost. So instead of working hard, he still hasn't decided what his major is going to be yet. Let's see if I find any other ones that look interesting in here. A small trade. Oh, a heresy teacher. Each time you use a lessons action space, you get 1 vegetable in each of your fields with at least 3 grain and no vegetable. Place the vegetable below the grain. That doesn't even make any sense thematically, but whatever. Tree gardener, a clay puncher. This guy punches clay. A napper. A swag man. Got some nice swag. Oh, a mummy's boy. Once per round, when placing a person after your first 2, you can place it on the action space with your second person and use that space again. Okay, actually, I like that. That's pretty interesting. Mummy's boy, that's hilarious. A drudgery reeve, a riverine, hollow warden, shovel bearer, turnip farmer, cord maker, sequester, rope maker, storehouse steward, wool grower. Whew, there's a lot. Okay, I'm done looking at those. Let's see what's in the other pile. Now we got stuff. Mud patch, carpenter's axe, a telegram. Since when is there telegrams in Agricola? All right, well, these are interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not showing them to you. Lots of cards here. All righty, well. I don't know if this one will get reviewed. It's been a long time since I played Agricola. I mostly play Caverna instead, although Caverna is getting supplanted even with me. Feast for Odin is getting a little bit more interesting than that. All right, there we go. Agricola Artifacts deck. All right, what do we got next here? Face cards. This is from Leo Calavini. Oh, man, I forgot they did this. There's a Tom Vassal face card in this box. That was super nice of them. I probably should have played this game earlier. Well, what do you do? So here's some faces. Let's see what kind of famous faces we'll see in here. We see Tom Vassal, and equally as famous, Abraham Lincoln. And an actress, Albert Einstein, Alexander the Great, an artist, a baby, a bagpiper, a ballet dancer, a banker, a bodybuilder, a Bollywood dancer, a boxer, a bride, a butler, a captain, Catherine the Great, Charlemagne, chef. Wait, that already doesn't match everything else, but whatever. Christopher Columbus, a clown, a cowboy, a drag queen, a farmer, a firefighter, a game designer. Psh. All right, put that away. Can't be having that. All right, so those are like obviously professions. This is some sort of party game apparently. But that was only pack 1. Pack 2 shows a Chihuahua on top. Do you think this one's all animals or will there be more? Let's see. A Chihuahua, a coati, a cow, a crown crane, a duck, an elephant seal, a fox. You know what he says? Walk, 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 walk. All right. All kinds of animals. Are the animals through and through? No, there's blank cards. People always put blank cards in things so that they don't have to do as much work and can show you there's more cards. All right, well, whatever. That's face cards. Who was the game designer? Leo Calavini. All right. We're going to open up a big game because we get tired of opening up the small ones. Here we go. The Great Tour for European cities. We're going to switch these back and forth. Do some bigs and some smalls. All right, so what do we got in the Great Tour? The most boring looking board on earth. That's just the back of it. All right. Oh yeah, I remember them talking about this to me. Okay, so here we got the Great Tour. This is the board. Ooh, Paris. Of course, Essen. Essen's in the middle. We got rules. And then we got little things you can punch out for the different spots. Paris and Amsterdam and Berlin. All right, those are nice. And let's see what else we got in here. A bunch of pieces here. These mostly look like, what are these? Oh, they're like vans. Giant buses or something like that. That's cool. Those look cool. And then we also have cards here. This looks like money, actually. Yeah, maybe these are tickets because they have different point numbers on them. All right, let's see. Let's open a different one. What do we got here? These are buses that show different symbols and different cities. Got another pack in here. This has a blank card on one side. Oh, some more of these going through cities. I don't know what any of these cards mean. And then there's the last one, which I couldn't get open before, but now I easily opened. More cities that you go through. All right. Well, it has a nice little insert here, so all these cards will fit nicely into this insert. And we'll put all these buses, or whatever they are, back in the bag. And then the board. And everything else. Alright. So that's the Great Tour European Cities. Cool. Alright, let's go back to a small one here. The Milky Way. It looks like Ticket to Ride. Some people are saying. Some people are calling it the Great Snore. Well, we'll see. Alright, here we go. Ooh, these are some nice little gems. Ah, those are pretty colorful, right? That's a shiny look. And then we got some cards that have numbers that are really hard to read. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but these numbers are not easy to see. And these colors, I'm hoping that, well, I don't know what any of this means. Oh my. Numbers and colors and things like that. Card distribution, the course of the game. It doesn't look like that's very long. You're trying to connect things. Do colors matter? I hope not. No, maybe it's an interesting game. It sure is a little pretty with all these gems. It has this kind of ethereal quality to it. All right, well that is the Milky Way. Neat. All right, let's open up another bigger one here. Hobby Japan, and this game is called, I don't know, because I can't read the writing on it. Oh, the Forests of Teteraba. Teteraba. All right. Ooh. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong in not having gotten this one out earlier. Some nice looking pieces here. All right, well, let's open up these boards first. So we got some boards here that are very bland looking. They're decent thickness though. So you can pop out these pieces here and pop out the coins that happily already have the holes cut out in the middle. It's always, when you get these coins, you have to pop out the holes. It's kind of a pain. And then the game comes with a bunch of trees. So there's different trees. Some of them have number 1s on them. Some of them, that's a little tree, and huts and things. And they're in 4 different colors. And then there's a big bag here of what looks like neutral trees. And I also got red, yellow, and green. So this game looks, you know, it looks like some sort of abstract sort of game. You know, shift cards, the forest will grow and become bigger trees. It looks more complex than it looks. What I mean is, my first thought when I go, oh, this is a pretty simple game, but these rules do not look as simplistic to me. Maybe they are, but it's an interesting looking game, and it doesn't really need to be bagged much, just to have a few pieces punched out of it. So that's always well and good. All right, so this game is called, once again, Forest of Teteraba, or Teteraba. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. I'll just assume I'm always pronouncing things incorrectly. All right, cool. All right, another small one. Ayunu. This is from Ludi Creations. I don't know anything about it. It has a deck of cards, 3 4-sided dice, and a catalog, and then a fairly small rule book. So this is an Egyptian themed game. Let's see how that looks here. So we got some cards here. Scribe, Pharaoh, Nobles. Pharaoh's 9. We have 1 9, 2 8s, 3 7s. There's our 4 6s. There is. So that means there's 5 5s, 6 4s, 7 3s, 8 2s, 9 1s, and then what appears is a completely different deck of ways to score points. Couple this with some nice wooden pieces of various colors. We got gold and silver, and then these white things, which look kind of like a fried egg without a yolk. Those are pretty cool wooden pieces. They must stand for coins. And then these 4-sided dice here. All right. Well, this, you know, oh, okay, those are bread loaves, says the rules. So we got coins, bread loaves, and 3 4-sided dice, and then a deck of cards. I don't know that I would buy the game based on the cover, though. Iunu. But hey, whatever. All right, that is Iunu. All right, let's get another big one here. Well, this is an expansion. I wasn't a really huge fan of the first game last Friday, but this one obviously adds Wolverine. Actually, they're probably going for Freddy, but that's definitely Wolverine. Or Deadpool with Wolverine's claws. One of the two. All right, let's see what's in this one. Got a timer. Got some more little red chips. Got some more pieces. Got a catalog. Return to Camp Apache. Oh, we got some more people. Let's see who we have here. All right, so first of all, we have Tommy, who you know is a smart, handsome, aware gentleman who is also the sheriff. Look at that. Look at him. And then we have Carrie, who is an evil, wicked person stabbing this voodoo doll. She's a witch. Well, that probably explains a lot of that. Then we have some of these things. There's actually tape on here. That's weird. I wonder why there's actually, it's hard to, there's like tape here where a picture is ripped off, but you can actually feel the tape. Okay, we got some more people. Besides, we got Desiree, Claudette, Bob, Isabel, and Ralph. All of them are going to die. We have another new board here to keep track of everything, and then another whole big player board. Well, no, I was wrong. Just sections. Looks like everything is on fire. Apparently we can set the whole area on fire. Shoosh. And then a whole sheet full of tokens here. This looks really cool. But like I said, the original game was not as good as I had wanted it to be. I really liked the idea of the mass murderer hunting down the kids and then them trying to escape, but I don't know. What? Maybe this expansion makes it better. Last Friday, return to Camp Apache. All right, we're back to small games here. This one is from Hobby Japan. I don't even know the name of this one. I hope there's actually rules to this. Are there English rules in here? There are not. We'll look at it anyway, because it might look cool. And I probably have rules somewhere. Let's see what we got here. We got some rule card references. There's a hippo with very few teeth. There's a lot of those. There's an elephant. That looks like it's contemplating something. A tiger. A lion. A panda, because that's required by law if you have any kind of zoo game. A penguin, the other requirement by law. And a giraffe, which incidentally is my wife's favorite animal. That's why she married me. All right. I don't know anything about this game. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know anything else. But it has some cute animals. So it's this game. All right, let's go to another big one. Well, kind of big. Peloponnese Heroes and Colonies requires the base game. This is another one of those. I'm not sure why we even got this, because I believe I did not like Peloponnese when I played it back in the day. All right, a bunch of wooden stuff. A board. I just gave myself a paper cut? Oh, almost. An identical board. A different board. Another board. Another board. Another board. Another board. Another board. And now we got some people. So we have Sisyphus and Odysseus and Tantalus and Daedalus He makes good inserts. Achilles has a nice heel. Helen, was Achilles the heel of the story? Hector. Adrian, I think I've met her. Penelope and Andromeda. Alright, so this is more of the same, I guess. It adds some negative stuff to your games. Whatever, I didn't like the first game. I don't know. I'm sorry, folks, I can't pretend. I can't be like, I wonder. Meh. Alright, well, for people who do like the game, and there's a lot of them, this will probably be a cool expansion. I am not one of those. Alright. Here's a game from WizKids called Team Play. Go team, go. Actually, looks like this one was picked up by Asmodee in America. Teamwork is the key, says the rules for this game. A silicon packet says do not eat. I'm so hungry. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who we gonna cheer for? So it goes up to 8. Again, 3 times, 4 times. Now it's going up to 8 in red. Twice, thrice, also 4 times. All right, that's very accepting. And then we got card plus card equals card. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I'm guessing from looking through this that you and your partner, because it says team play, so you must have a partner in this game, you are trying to get cards that match various things in your hand. I make up the rules, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That might not be bad, actually. Team play, let me look here. It says it's an exciting game. 2 players are going to help each other do missions with their hand cards. I was correct. Alrighty, well there you go. Team play. Alright, let's see. Let's move. Alright, here's one that people have been wanting us to play, but I'm not going to because I don't have Space Empire, so I can't play its expansion. But we can look at its expansion. Have you ever opened up this many games in one day? It's invigorating. For me, not for the person who's sorting them out on the side. Here's a rule book for Space Empire's Replicators. Now this is a big 4X game that came out from GMT. I was never really, I heard it was very good, but it's things like this. Look at this chart! Look at this research chart! That's insanity. Wait a minute. Okay, there's only 1 chart of each. I was going to say, it gets craziness to have that many charts. Charts, and see this pad of paper here, and this replicator production sheet. All right, but it doesn't look half bad, right? Look at these. These are very nice tile sheets here. There's some yellow and red planets, some green and purple planets, some blue and gray planets, some black holes and some nebulas here, some more nebulas and some asteroids, some more asteroids, and then, and this is what kind of makes me not as interested in the game, counters that look like they come from a 1970s war game. Now this doesn't mean the game is bad. In fact, the game is probably probably good from what I understand. But because it has pieces like these, what do you do? And then there's a bunch of cards in here. From what I understand, this game is not as complex as it looks. But all those charts and stuff, yeah, that's kind of a bygone era for me. But it's here. So if you've been thinking about getting this expansion, but you haven't yet, well, here you go. For the purpose of those people who may be off screen, I'm going to say this one doesn't need to be punched out or sorted. That got a smile. All right. Let's do another small game called Bandito. All right, so this is from a series of games. I think I reviewed 2 of them. Actually, unfortunately, neither of the games I reviewed got a favorable review from me earlier, which is unfortunate because I like this size card. They're like thinner, taller cards here. Here we got Bandito. Oh, it looks like we're making tunnels. Two different ways to go. I found Helvetique, which is the name of the company, and I'm building myself a grid, which is cool as we go down. And I made an H, and I made this direction, and it looks like all I'm doing for the whole game. It's probably an extremely simple game, but you got to get this guy out of prison. There he is. He's a tile instead of a card. All right. Well, that was neither a good-looking game, frankly, nor a good song. Bandito. All right, we're back to bigger stuff. Let's take a look at an expansion again. Rocks of Ruin for Explorers of the North Sea. Well, I haven't opened this yet, honestly, because I haven't played Explorers of the North Sea. Well, I have actually in the last month, but I hadn't before. I don't have it still, but I have the expansion for it. Go figure. So this looks like it adds more tiles. So in Explorers of the North Sea, you're sending your ships and your Vikings around to do all sorts of things. So here we have more tiles and more ways to score points. We also have these crazy looking people. And a new color, purple. There's a purple boat to demonstrate the purpliness of everything. But it looks like there's more. It looks like there's, for each color, besides these purple pieces, there's a medium house, a small house, and a skinny tall house. There's also a shield token, which I think came out of here. Go back. And there's a pad of paper. And we got some new special abilities here. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got this archery lady, this guy who I can just tell has bad breath, and this adventurer who looks really cool. And then these boards. I thought these were pads for a second because it looks like they're writing pads, but apparently they're where you can put stuff. Oh, I now know the names of these buildings: Mill, Workshop, and Barracks. Okay, well, I haven't reviewed Explorers of the North Sea, and I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't have a copy of it. But I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't like fantastic. It was fine. It was good. It's not like Raiders of the North Sea. Raiders of the North Sea is awesome. And Shipwrights in the North Sea is bad. I really, really dislike that game. But this looks pretty neat. You know, an expansion adds another player, which is never necessary. But if it adds some new mechanics with the buildings and things, that's cool. So anyway, that is Rocks of Ruin. All right, what do we got next here? The Space Adventurer. Your imagination is humanity's only hope. Woohoo! That's not bad for humanity, because I got an imagination. The Space Adventure Crew Impact and the Space Adventure World. All right, let's open these packs here and see what cards. All right, we have a Protectonaut. This guy was born to save everyone. A Chiefonaut, one for all for one. A Diplonaut, no act of kindness is a wasted act. A Bionaut, a Stylonaut. Okay, so those are the different kinds you can be. Oh, there's more Protectonauts, Stylonauts. Oh, I guess you're going to pick which one of these you're going to be each turn or something, because these are repeating themselves over and over again. What? Wait, I found something new. Candy World. Ah. Flora World. I'm going back to Candy World. Super Jello World. Never mind. Magnetic World, not as interesting. Mimsy. That's kind of weird. No Gravity World. That's awful. Pizza World. What? Sea World. Isn't that in Orlando? Soap World. But I didn't say fudge. And Space Desert. At first I thought that said Space Dessert, which sounded pretty awesome, but it did not. Hang on. These worlds are interesting to me. We will take some time to look at them all. Mountain World, Swamp World, Underground World, Volcano World, Winter World. Salty World. You don't want to live there, though. What are you going to drink? Wait, there's water going through it. But wouldn't that water be... Okay, that's confusing. Electric Boozoos. Oh, these are species now. We're done with worlds. Okay, move the worlds to the side. Self-centered unicorn centaurs. Invisible elephants. Shy giants. Blind giraffes. Radioactive mutants. Super smart octopuses. Isn't that octopi? Yeah, I think so. Hungry pandas. Fitness-obsessed penguins. Pirate monkeys. Busy bots. Slow big heads. Another word for politicians. Polite vampires. Vegan T-Rexes. Space whales. Social zombies. Free hugs. Well, that's all we have. But now it's time for some style. Magical. Spooky. Cute. Party. Gigantic. All right, these aren't as interesting. All right. Identity. Design a crazy statue for your town that represents the spirit of the city. It would be a statue of Chief Sokotoa riding upon a Ufakanaba. Something that he won in a race one time on a planet Chief. This was about 2 parsecs ago, and it was a very close race. He's won many times before, but that race was amazing. I'll never forget every detail of that race, but I don't have time to tell you that story now. All you need is love. How would the... Bam, ba-dum, ba-dum. All right, the first relationship formed between your citizens. Wonder how the newborns will look like. Well, maybe I have social zombies and they're on Winter World. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Boredom. Guests incoming. No parking space. Obesity. Invent a sport in which all species can play and have fun. Well, that's not a hard thing. We play Wocket Ball. Wocket Ball is where you're going to have a ball and you have to throw it through a hole, but inside that hole is another hole. And if you throw it into the hole and it goes through the second hole, it comes out a third hole that's in halfway through the field. When it comes out that hole, the ball has the possibility to change to orange or blue. If it changes to orange, then your team must grab the ball and throw it through the hole in the hole a second time. If it turns blue, don't touch the ball at all because you will actually literally die. There's a lot of other rules, but that's kind of the gist. All right, well, I mean, we probably spent more time on this game than we should have. I do like the artwork, though. I'm not hating on this game here. It's probably just another one of those storytelling games, I guess. It's from Lupo World. And apparently it was a Kickstarter. I separated the cards poorly. Look at this, I'm kind of ruining this box here. Yeah, well, I'll just set it over here where it will magically get fixed. All right, let's find another big game. Samurai Dori. I know what this game is. I know what's in here because I saw it at Essen. There are some blocks. All right. Then there's a fan. Well, looks like this fan's kind of broken. Well, that's not good. Is the other fan broken? Let's find out. Yeah, these are not quality fans. Well, you know what this game is? I'm not kidding. First of all, there's these little things with bells on them. I know you're supposed to throw the fan and knock the bell off like that. That is actually the rules of the game. Chipmunk attempts, that's what it's called. Wow. Throw the fan. Arrange the quarry blocks, place the targets. Bow once. Oh, here's another fan. And throw the fan. Success or failure goes to the next player. There's all kinds of setups in here. Look. Of different ways to set up the blocks. This is a bit crazy. This is like a crazy game. They actually came by our booth at Essen, and I thought the idea was so crazy that I played it there on the spot. Yeah, this isn't one I'm writing home about, and it's really not good component quality. But have you ever seen a game like it before? I think not. Samurai Dori. Oh, we're back to small games. All right, what do we got down here? Red Scare Redux. It's a blank competitive card game, blankety blank. Reports, yeah, okay. So they crossed some words off the back. That's clever. Who's this from? Fidget? There's a lot of cards in this game, actually. The box was pretty chunky. This guy's name is Chamberlain. He is a war vet and a scholar. His gift with language is only outdone by his ability to pick up the most subtle of nuances from a target. Then we have Greta Schultz. Banshee. She's the wild card. I'm the wild card, said Charlie. The captain. Baby John. Mrs. C. Then there's a motorcycle, a scooter, and skis, and a delivery van, and a speedboat, and sports boat, and jet, and rocket pack. Cyanide is like a spy game, I think. Someone says, you know, they know the people who make this. Great game. Oh, maybe so. You can be the United States, the CIA, or the Soviet Union, the KGB, or France, the DGSE, or England, MI6, East Germany, MFS, Cuba, the DGIA, or China, the MSS. Then there's a whole bunch of resources here. What kind of resources do you think this game has? Well, let me tell you. It has Swiss bank accounts, and precious gems, and unmarked bills, and antique jewelry, and microfilms, and blueprints. I wonder how much microfilm is used these days. There's a lot of cards in this game. This game is designed by John Crawford, Bridget Crawford, and Matt Kaiser. You are finding, oh, there's 2 games it looks like in here. Find the Mole and Assassinate Royalty? Maybe not, I'm not really sure. You know what, I'm starting to think I saw this game when it was on Kickstarter. This seems like a Kickstarter game, maybe I'm wrong. Reinforcements, Black Ops, Decoder, Lockpick. Man, more cards to look at. Excuse me. And then finally, one last card pack to open up. Discredit a low-level dictator. Okay, these are the things you need to do. Nah, I don't feel like doing that. Intercept, drop, no. Seduce politician, nah. Swap hostage. Bribe neutral dignitary. Intercept cable. Start a public scandal. Bribe nuclear scientist. Sounding more interesting. Operation Unicorn. Successful coup. Assassinate royalty. Break up a sleeper cell. Well, that I like. I'll do that. Decrypt the code. Oh, there's some more dudes in here, too. Gen 272. Dante Rubinov. Yeah, here, you guys can look at them, sorry. Lots of different cards. There's just a pile of cards in this game. Alright, well, let's sort these cards back out. It's a pretty magical thing on how you do this. You do this once. You then stick them in the box like this. Put the top back on like this. Then we're going to push it to the side where they will eventually sort them out on their own. Alright. Another war game here. Bloody Monday. Ah! Lots of blocks. You think there's stickers that go on these blocks? There is. Stickers. So a sheet of stickers to put on these blocks, which do not need to be put on. And a big board. Whoa, my. Okay, that's a cool board. What is Bloody Monday? Now, when Napoleon invaded Russia. You're going to be Napoleon versus a bunch of, you have the Grand Army up against the Tsar. Wow, this board is huge, and there's like a fog of war for setup. It doesn't look that complicated, though. The rules here are pretty simplistic. Well, that's pretty interesting. I mean, it might be one that I would be interested in playing, but really not my style much these days. I'll pass it off to one of the war gamers, if we have any in the Dice Tower, to take a look at this one. Stickers! Ah, stickers. You don't like stickers. Yeah, that board is thin too. Someone mentioned that. That's the truth of it. I can't recommend the board. Here's a game called Sign. Here's your sign. Let's see here. Chits are better than stickers, says one of the viewers. I don't know. I don't like putting stickers on blocks, but once the stickers are on the blocks, I'd way rather have that than a chit. A block just feels better putting around the board. All right, this game, I almost fell asleep briefly there opening the box, but let's hope I'm wrong. Okay, so there's a pink. These are parts of triangles. I've yet to find one that's the whole part of a triangle. But wait, this green one is different. They're all different. I'm confused. If I put these all together, can I fill the entire triangle? Okay, I'm more intrigued than I was. Like, or maybe you're trying to find interlapping signs. Oh, we got more colors. Here comes red. Red cards. Yellow cards. Oh, wait, this yellow card and this green card are the same. I'm calling it. Ha ha ha. Maybe that's what this game is, like a very fancy memory match. Well, let's look at the rules here. Can't read those. Can't read those. Wait, is there not even English rules? Well, there's not. Well, I guess we'll never know. But we know the game's called Sign. And the cards are bright and colorful. Yeah, someone asked if I'm going to... None of these games are making it to the next Dice Tower Tonight vote-off. In fact, the next Dice Tower Tonight vote-off will be different. You'll see. It'll be interesting. All right, so that's Sign. This one you will probably never see again. All right. Festival, the board game. The original, as opposed to all the copycats of this one. Oops, that didn't work as cool as I thought it would be. There we go. That could have been cool. All right, so this game is about a festival. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go with a big pass because this board is already looking bad. And wait, what are these? These are stickers that go on what? All right, well, this is apparently when I go to the festival, I need my wine bottles. There's quite a few in here. I guess you're going to get drunk here. Oh, okay. This looks like you're going to go to spots and then do whatever it says. I'm going to do the can-can, or the cha-cha-cha, or a country dance, or the flamingo. These are all dances. The Charleston. I don't think I can do any of these dances. All right, fairy dust. Wellies. Here's some cards. Woo! This one doesn't look so good, folks. We may have found ourselves a winner here. Torch. Shade. They didn't even get a good sleeping bags, firewood, tent. Oh, boy. Ah, there's like 4 more decks of cards. Fine. Someone online says this is one of the worst games they've ever played. Beware. The top 3 worst games they've ever played. Act out being newsreaders and read out the main events of the day. Act out being teenagers and explain why you can't walk in a straight line. I'm a teenager and I can't walk in a straight line. I think they're just saying because they're drunk. Pick a book or a magazine in a room and sing the first paragraph or more from a random page to the tune of a well-known song. Give me a well-known song.
What?
Give me a song. What's that song I've been humming all day?
Oh, put a little love in your heart.
Oh, put a little love in your heart. If your team gets the backstage camping card, it means that your team is not affected by a power cut, rain, or sun. You therefore do not have to hand over the relevant cards to the other team if they land on one of those squares. Camp cards are firewood, sleeping bag, and tent. How to get the camp cards? You need the 3 camp cards to make your camp. Firewood card, sleeping bag card, and tent card. This game looks really bad. I think I've been had. Put a little hate in your heart. All right, done with this. Garbage. Not even look at the rest of the game. It's bad. This is one-upmanship all over again. Oh, we have a special comment here just saying that this game was garbage. Thank you for donating to the Dice Tower to say that. Festival has done some good today. Festival, the board game. All right, next. Anything will be better than for that? Beekeeper! Be aware! Some of you are like, why have you never reviewed these games? You should know this by now. No, here's the thing, though. I mean, some of these games might be good, but, yeah, Festival. All right, so we got Beekeeper here. 1B, 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 2 Bs, 2 Bs, 3 Bs, 5 Bs, 6 Bs, 7 Bs, and the Queen Bee. So this is like a deck of cards, except there's only one suit and they're all Bs. What am I doing here? Wait a minute. There's different marks in the backs of these? Oh, just blue marks. All right, so what do we do? Turn over a card, look at the value and place it. Oh, it's not one of those games where you're... Okay, so we've already seen this game. This is a game where you have 8 cards in front of you and you're replacing them, and it looks like you're trying to get the best cards in front of you. What games other did that? 11 Cs. I played a monster game that did that. Yeah. Meh. Sorry, Haywire Group. Beekeeper, not a keeper. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Asa Rebe. It's from Eagle Griffin. Box looks okay. Let's find out. That's right, that song was in my head all morning long, and I brought it back, and it was my own fault. All right, what do we got here? We got some boards here. We got some more boards here. Not sure I like the look of these dudes. Like, this artwork looks like it's okay artwork. Well, here we have the board. The board looks fine. I think this is like one of those artists who I like the way that they draw stuff, but not the way that they draw people. All right, let's see here. All right, we got some fish and turkey legs, and yeah, I'm not really sold on the graphic design of this, which is unfortunate. I mean, oh, I do like these pieces though. These are cool. Some boats and the fish, and then a whole pile of little resources. We got fish and bread and chicken and is that shrimp? Those can't be shrimp, are they? Well, that's cool. Prawns. This is the first game I've seen that has wooden prawns. See that little black thing there? That's pretty neat. I don't know why they're black though. I'd make them pink or something. I guess they're gray when you first pull them out of the ocean. Huh. Well, all right. I'm not saying shrimp is enough to make me like a game, but it certainly has me interested. Now you have my attention. So, all right. This might be good, might not be. Never sure. And the world will be a better. Ah! All right. Another small game. Here we got another small one from that company that we looked at earlier. Go Town. People are saying this is the worst unboxings they've ever seen. Well, the title of the video said so. It says, most boring unboxing live video ever, June 2018 edition. What were you expecting? Although, seriously, I'm going to be doing a couple unboxing videos that I've already recorded that are being posted today at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And those are both superb. Superb, I tell you. All right, so here we have an electrical wire that's hanging from the ceiling. And there it has a light bulb on it. Now the light bulb has fallen off. Or that's a baseball cap. This looks like danger ready to happen. Like, these look like really bad ideas, these cards. There's a dog biscuit, a hairy arm, a donut shop, milkshakes. Oh, I'm back on board, baby. Drills. And I have no idea what that stands for. So this is called Go Town. That's French. I don't know what that is. Here we go. English rules. You can... Oh, you're building floors. Oh, that's a wrecking ball. Well, I could put that song on everybody's head. All right. Who knows? It might be good. Like I said, this company here, I've only played 2 of their games, but I unfortunately did not like either one. Anyway, it's Go Town. Yay, Go Town. We now have the most interesting looking cover of all time. Medieval Conspiracy. With a bunch of people who are either all of them are wearing blush, or they're all embarrassed at the exact same time. What's the point of wearing blush? I never understood that. Makes your cheeks red, right? Why do you want your cheeks to be red? Like, if your cheeks are really red, people will be like, hey, your cheeks are red. I don't know. Okay. Wah! Oh, no. I'm afraid. Who's this game for? What did I open here? Oh, there's a GMT game. I've been tricked. Where's this a GMT game? It looks like a GMT game. No, it's a UGG game. But it uses the same... It says complexity medium. Who thinks they're lying? That's right. You can all put your hands down. Lots of blocks. But if there's that many... Look at this, Melody. All these blocks. Dun, 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 dun. And not only that, counter sheets and counter sheets and counter sheets. All right, let's pull out this big board here. Well, it's a colorful board. I'll give them that. And the world is a colorful place. Huh. All right. Oof, I don't know if I'm gonna do all these stickers, but I have to be honest here. I'm kind of wanting to play this one a little. Oh no! No! You know what, guys? I'm not gonna play this game, and I'm gonna not play it for one reason. And it's hard to show here, but look at this. They wrote the font is in Old English. Are you kidding me? I don't want to read that sort of nonsense. The player is designated to take over the duties of the bank. They wrote it in Old English. Why? What? Why would you do that? All right, well, let's look at the cards before we put it back. So I'm not going to play it now for that reason. I want to figure out the rules to a game. Oh my goodness. I was actually considering playing this complicated looking game because it looked interesting, but not if I can't read the rules. I mean, I'm sure I could read them, but I want to read them easily. I don't want to have to sit here and try to. Boo! All right, let's look at the cards. Lots of different cards here. Death in the cradle. One child dies after birth. Well, that's a cheerful card. Death in the Vatican. Remove one child in clerical education. Yeah, I should probably stop reading cards about children's death. Oh, witch in the woods. That's not what that looked like. All right. Founding a monastery. Place a monastery into a profane fiefdom. Oh, man. Oh, man. Looks cool. And there's probably some people out there who are saying, come on, Vassal, don't let that stop you from playing a game. No, that's the thing. No. No and oh. Here's the deal. There's a ton of games that come in our mail all the time, right? We look at them all. So this game had stickers. So that was a strike one, but we were like, all right, I will look past these stickers because look at all these pieces. It sounds fun. But if you write the rules in a font that I cannot get, then you are out. Sorry, medieval conspiracy. If your cheeks had color during the Middle Ages, it meant you were healthy and well-fed, versus a pale pallor, which meant you were ill-fed and were sickly. All right, well, that's that. You don't need to sort that one out. That one's gone. All right, let's do a small game. Back in the small saddle. Savvy. How far do you push your luck? That's not good for me. Savvy. Okay. I almost dropped the computer on the floor, but I didn't. Huh. It's a new homed designed game with cards from 1 to 36. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I remember reading about this game. Wait, didn't Eric talk about this game? Okay, so there's cards 1 through 36 here. All right. I have two choices. I can call higher or lower as to what the next card will be. All right. Shuffle the cards. Here we go. 9. Will the next card be higher or lower? I'll go with higher because why would you not pick higher? Yeah! I can stop now or keep going. I'll do higher again. Yeah! Now we'll do lower. No! That's the game. And the components are pretty bad. We got some tiddlywinks in here. All right, savvy. Savvy people will pass this game by. Whoops, did it spill? Sorry. Tadmor. The Bride of the Desert from Gotha Games. So again, when people say, are you going to get to certain games or whatever, and why do some games not get opened? And you can tell that we are pretty savvy ourselves at being able to figure out if a game is interesting or not. Now, sometimes we're fooled, and sometimes there's a good game. And some of these games might be amazing. This one actually doesn't look too shabby. Let's take a look at this cool-looking board. This looks like an older style, Martin Wallace style game. This was designed by Gianluca Piacentini. Has a bunch of tiles. Here it looks like you have different buildings. Convert wood into marble at a 1-to-1 rate. Place one of your buildings, take different actions. So we can see there's different tiles here. These look like player boards. Each player will have their own player board, like thus. A lot of different color. These are, looks like marble and wood and gold. And then these are the player things. And a bunch of cards. This looks like it's just a, oh, wow. The cards are bigger than the card holder. Look. Okay, I should stop doing that. Did they fit in the other one? They did. Oh, no! Oh, good. Come on, folks. I'd rather no plastic insert than one that doesn't work properly. And what do we got here? Some cards that show towers and temple roofs. And this doesn't look horrible. This looks pretty good. How long does it take, do you think? 90 to 120 minutes, 2 to 4 players? All right. Ooh, there's a lot of rules. They're mostly just the appendix to the game and stuff. Okay, well, there's a lot going on in this game, but it might be a heavier, cool Euro game. So, there's that. I don't know where you're going to put those cards. Tadmor. Oh, this is from the same people who made, this is from Gotha Games. So they made Race Formula 90. I like that, and I haven't played Golem, but that other game was pretty good. All right, cool. Tadmor. All right, back to smallish looking games. Chimera. It's from Eagle Griffin. I feel like I played this game. It's a shedding card game. Chimera and More. It's the original 3-player game. Oh, okay, I played the original 3-player game in 2014. Well, I played that game, folks, and it's good. I actually liked Chimera, I believe, slightly more than Tichu, which the game is based on. A shedding game is a game where you're essentially trying to get rid of cards from your hand. Oh, wow, folks, these cards are really good quality, too. They really feel good quality. They look different. This is nice. So this looks like it has that original 3-player game in it. Now, there's very few 3-player, like, trick-taking games, and not trick-taking games, like I said, these are ladder climbing games, or shedding games, like they're called. But this one has, I guess, some more games in it than just that game. Let me look. It's called Chimera and More. So let's see. Object of the game, blah, blah, blah. The Chimera's Den. Winning the game, designer's notes. Legal combinations. No, it's not like multiple games. Oh, but there's a way to play this with 5 players now. Well, that's interesting. I really liked Chimera when I played it. I only played it, I think, once. And that was a good 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, but I did enjoy it. Huh. Well, no, I played Chimera more than once. I played it multiple times. And I reviewed it. But it was all, like, really close together. All right, cool. Please save the festival game and make whoever loses the game show at Essen review it. Alright, so this actually is not, someone said it's an old game. This is a 2017 game. It's just it's like a revamping of an older game. That's cool. Yay, Chimera. Alright, let's grab another big boxer here. Iberian Rails. I don't like it. I know. This is, I think, a fairly divisive series, right? I believe the first one in this series was Chicago Rails, and they made several since. Now, in this one, it looks like the trains are traveling down, like, this cover is a lying cover, because that train is, like, going on a track, like a roller coaster, like, whee! The game is nothing like that. It's a, ooh. These are really thin coins. Bad. Do not like these coins at all. Super thin. But it's a stock market game. I'm assuming this is the same as all the rest, where there are different companies that you will be going on the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal. Oh, I really like the train pieces. Those are pretty cool. There's some nice train pieces. So far, I'm liking how the game looks. Mafioso, auctioneer, banker, bureaucrat, construction mech, Don Quixote. Why is Don Quixote involved with this? Was he even around at the same time trains were? A ghost? This is like a fantasy version. There's some shields here. I'm assuming these cards here are the shares of the different companies, the different train companies. They're good quality. The cards are good quality, unfortunately. Yeah, these are the shares of different companies. One of the things I didn't really care for in these games is there's too few shares. Wow, there's tons of money in this game. And then these tiles are already punched out. I don't know, I like half the components, not the other half, but I'm assuming this game is not much different than the other Rails in this system. So again, some people are going to like this and some people are not. So Iberia will be a better place for Spain and Portugal. Small game. Pock. Pockety pock, pock, pock. It's a bluffing game. Oh. So it's some dice and some wooden pieces. Is there a board? No board. Are there rules? No rules. English? Alright. Each player gets 2 of each piece. Alright, so I'll take 2 greens, 2 reds, and 2 blues. Alright. At the start of every round of 3 dice, or what's the challenge? Alright, let's see. We're going to roll 3 dice. Whew! The challenge is 6 reds triangles. So, we all have to secretly hide discs and together show that many red triangles. Are we allowed to talk about this stuff beforehand? If no one, then the challenges are met exactly. The winners are all players have been simple on a die. Oh, you can get another symbol though as time goes by. That's weird. So you just got to match one of the dice. So here, 3 players need to play a triangle to do this. 1 player needs to show a triangle, or 2 players need to show a triangle. There's also blank sides. Well, I don't know if that's any good or not. I can't tell. This is what, usually I can tell if I like a game or not. I can't tell. I think this is one I'm going to need to play. But it doesn't seem like there's a lot here. It seems like this is an idea that someone made a game out of, but I could be wrong. Anyhow, that is POC. Pock, pock, pock. What do we got next? Oh! A game from Hook called King Ozo. Well, apparently the game is actually just in this burlap sack, which I can't even open. Wait. Oh, there's a button. I'm very excited here. What is inside? Are these Christmas ornaments? Isn't that what that looks like? Time to put up the lights. There's like little rubber bands on these. Oh, those are going to be a pain to get off. Unless I use the knife just right. I just zapped myself with the rubber bands. Let's try it again. Alright, so now I have these all apart. Alright, let's see how to play this game. Oh no, I bet there's no rules in English. Ah! I need to know! Ah! But wait, it shows me that these go together like this. I don't know what that means. I bet this is a sort of game where you're trying to... Are these all different lengths? Oh, that's interesting. That's longer. Wait a minute. Huh. I want to know how to play this game. All right. Someone wants to know if this is a takeoff of Moana? No, this looks nothing like Moana or any of the characters in Moana. I cannot believe you would even suggest such a thing. This is obviously a unique, different character. It looks like a party game. It looks like you're going to grab one and try not to have the longest type thing, but I'm not quite sure how that works. It's for 6 and up, 2 to 5. I must find the rules for this game. Looks fun. Ozo. Hey, look, it's not one of these little games where it looks like they just threw some components in a box. Let's see what happens. Got it. All right, we got some discs, some dice, and some dice. Oh, this is Wuerffel Blitz. I feel like I've heard of this game before. All right, let's see if we can do this one. These dice each show a 1 to 5, and then on the 6th side they have another color. So the yellow has a red, the red has a yellow, the orange and blue have each other on them. No, yes. Well, it's not 1 through 6. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It's replacing the 3. No, it's different on each die. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one it's replacing the 5. This one it's replacing the 2. This one it's replacing the 4. This one it's replacing the 3. This one it's replacing the 1. And this one's replacing the 6. That's fascinating. It's asymmetrical dice. I really like that. All right. The first player uses the box. The dice are put back in the box. All right, here we go. Is it all the dice? There we go. All right, this is easy. Let's see if you guys can beat me, okay? So here's an example. When they come out, you need to count all the numbers that are there, but if a color shows up, you don't count that one. So this would cancel the red, this would cancel the orange, and this would cancel the black. This cancels the blue, but the blue doesn't have anything. So therefore, the answer to this is 7. Woohoo! Here we go! Real-time strategy. Are you ready? Set, go. 6. Boom! You weren't even close. Try it again. What? 0. If you get it correct, you get a white disc. If you get 3 white discs, you get a black disc. Get 3 black discs, you win. But you can play the advanced version. If a color dot appears at least 2 times, then we add the pips and the dice that normally don't count. So in this case, that still doesn't change anything. No, wait, we're playing with advanced rolls. 7! All right, I don't hate this. I don't hate it. I feel like I could review it already. All right, well, that's better looking than the other one. This one will go directly to my office. Wuerffel Blitz. All right. What else we got down here? That's your local option. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. All right, so it's some sort of looks like a Little Red Riding Hood, frankly. Little Red Riding Hood, the duel, wolf versus hunter to the death. So a bunch of stands, rules, and pieces. Okay, so we got tree pieces, and more tree pieces, and more tree pieces. Are you just taking a tree piece and you're going to flip it over and see what's on the other side? I feel like that's what you're doing. However, I want to give these guys props, and let me tell you why. Because when you play a game like this, anytime you play a cardboard game, you can tell which way something's been punched, right? So it's easy to not be sure what side things are on. But they put the fronts on one side, and then they put the fronts on the other side. I like that. That's an interesting thing. They're also going different directions. I don't know if that even means anything, because they probably stand up in stands. I should probably look at the English rules. Oh, never mind. You're going to be standing them all up. You're going to set them up in the middle of the woods, and you have your people facing you. And then you're going to turn the tree over that someone else has and see what happens. You're trying to get 2 coins. Nah, it's a 2-player strategy game. All right. All right. That's not too shabby. We're back to small stuff. This isn't a game. These are just constructible dice. What is this stuff? Constructible dice mega set. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so I think I got these from Blackfire. Why did I not do anything with this? Well, that's my fault. I forgot these were on the shelf. All right, so not convinced that these are like super great. Wow, my. These are definitely not good quality. They're okay. Well, yeesh. So I have these dice here, and I'm supposed to be building a die out of them.
Does this have English rules?
Yeah. So a 3 goes across from a 4. And the 6 goes across from the 1. And the 2 goes across from the 5. Why'd they give me a blank? Ugh. These are not good quality. But then you can punch the numbers out, apparently, and then put in these numbers instead. All right, that doesn't look horrible, but yeesh. These are not the best quality of dice and numbers and popping stuff out. Ugh. All right. Yeah, you can make your own collectible dice. Woo! I'll see if I can find someone else who wants to build these for me. You might think that we're done, but wait. There's more. And this game looks actually very beautiful. I don't know what this is. Let's find out. Actually, I do remember them showing me this game at Essen. It's about signs that you put up in an alley. So they got a bunch of tokens here. And I think, if I remember correctly from them explaining this to me, you're looking for these tokens on the board. Let's find the board. Oh, the board's a big giant cloth board. Now, come on, you got to admit that is one pretty board. So you have to find these things on the board. So let's say, for example, this green and red flag. Where is it? I'm looking upside down, so that's... harder.
It's at the top.
Oh, it's all the way up here. You can't even see it because it's off this. No, it's not off the screen. Woo! All right, let's find a more difficult one since Melody is showing off. Where is this blue thing? I found it right here. All right, 1-to-1. Where is this woman carrying a pile of grapes? Well, I'm guessing she's at the bottom. I found her. There. Oops, you can't see that on the screen there. There. I think that's the whole game, actually. There might be more to it than that. There's obviously tokens here that you get, and I think when you get something, you get a token. I think that's the rules of the game, if I remember them showing me correctly. But it sure is a very pretty game. Like, this is something that you could hang up on your wall, really, if you don't like the game. All right. Back to the small games. This is an expansion for a game I don't even have. Oh, it's for Light of Dragons. I don't have that game anymore. So that, we're not going to bother opening. Sorry, folks. This is another expansion for a game I don't have, so that's off. This, though, is an expansion for a game I do have. Flashpoint Fire Rescue, Tragic Events. I would have probably pulled this one out earlier had I known it was here. It's easy for games to get lost in our pile sometimes. So, in here we have an event deck. I'm sure these will be good things that will happen to you. Did you hear footsteps? Put markers back on the board. Roll the dice. Oh, so good things. A burst water pipe happens. Unstable footing. All right, so these are like just random events that can happen. Good things or bad things. This looks bad. This could be bad. I need to save my games. One victim runs back inside the burning house to save their games. My sympathy for that person is extremely low. I'm sorry your games are burning, but your life is slightly more important than... Oh, is Gloomhaven? Never mind. Okay, well, so it has event cards. Does it like say what to do? Is there like the rule book in here? Oh, there's more stuff underneath. 3 new characters. Let's see if these characters look interesting at all. We have the Suppression Specialist. That person can use suppression. All right. Strategist gets a free planning action point and can give saved action points to someone else. This guy can move smokes or move the POIs. This guy can return a flare card up. Okay, so these are interesting. There's like, wait, there's only 3 pieces in here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which one you're using. You know who you are. And there's a new fire deck here. The fire rages, 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 the fire rages. Oh wait, now we flare up and accelerate and respite. Okay, so let's see. Oh, more tokens here. Yes, more people tokens. Although there's a nerd in there. Do you know why it's important to have more people tokens? Because now you don't have to rescue the cat. Not that I want the cat to burn. Okay, I don't want to be put in that position. I don't want to be like, save a cat or save a human, because I actually know what choice I would make there. But then people feel very sad for the cat. So if the cat never gets in the house in the first place, which is, see, that's how much I care about cats. The reason I don't own cats is because I don't, in case our house burns up, I won't want the cats to get killed. I'm doing them a favor. The more you know. All right. Well, this looks cool. We'll have to try this one out. I like Flashpoint Fire Rescue. So this looks like some easy stuff to add to the game. All right. I'm starting to get lost as to which games we've opened and not opened. All right. I've already reviewed that, so that's out the board. Star Trek Frontiers Return of Khan expansion. Khan. All right, so Star Trek Frontiers, for those of you who aren't paying attention, is the basically Mage Knight the board game, but Star Trek style. Whoops, forgot to put these rules with that. There we go. So this is going to add some new ships. So you can look at those new ships. Woo! It's going to add a whole bunch of new tiles. It's going to add Khan. This is the original Khan, not the new, cooler one. Another silicon gel packet. I won't eat that one either. And some more tiles. There's really not a lot in this set, but there's a lot more cards. So let's take a look at these cards. All right, we have Scotty and McCoy and Spock, Beverly Crusher, Deanna Troi, Kang. I really don't remember if these people were in the original set or not, so maybe they were. And Sulu and Wesley, Korn and New Doc. To the last, I grapple with the bunch of cards. He tasks me and I shall have him. It's very cold in space. I mean to avenge myself on you. A bunch of quotes by Khan. Wow, that's a lot of Khan cards. All right. Synthesized data, full impulse. Here's a card called Khan because it is required to put that card in the deck. Logic, so some more tokens and things you can get. All right, so this is the classic Star Trek where they went up against Khan. What was that episode? I don't know what episode that was. They went up against him in. Was it 2 or 3? Or I mean, the movie. Did I just imply that Cumberbatch is cooler than Montalban? Well, I like the new Khan better than the old Khan. Just like I like the new Kirk better than the old Kirk, and I like the new Star Trek better than the old Star Trek. I apologize if you thought I was implying that. I meant to state it outright. All right. Tasso. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm starting to run out of steam here. All right. Let's see if we can. I don't think we're going to make it, Melody. What? Why is it stacked behind my chair? This doesn't even look like a game. All right. Whoa. That's actually kind of cool. Interesting. That's how you play. All right. Each person's given the same number of sticks. Lay one of your figures flat, sticks on the board. You either have to lay it directly on the game board or on 2 sticks already laid which are not supporting any others. That doesn't seem very hard. If you make sticks fall, so once I do that, I can be like that. Yeah, next person. Also, when you lay it on 2 different blocks, you get to go again. Wait, that one already has one on it. Will be a better place. Okay. That's really not that impressive. I mean, it looks cool. It's very sharp here in the video, but I'm not that impressed by that. Sticks on a plate, says one of the watchers. To clarify about Melody, people are asking, like, is she visiting from college? She hasn't gone to college yet. She just graduated. She has the summer off-ish. She's working over the summer. Where's she working, you might wonder? And so, well, this is a piece of wood. So she'll be heading to college in August. But you'll see her if you come to Gen Con, because she will be coming to Gen Con. As will Amy. my second oldest daughter, who will be photographing it. And you know why we're bringing her? Because she photographs everything. The vassals do not need a photographer in life with Amy around. Oh, that's stupid. I can't do this. You do it. All right. Exo-brainer. The games get better and better. I warned you all. All right, let's take a look at what's inside here. All right, there's a cool board, cool rules, a cool pouch that has cards in it. Bad quality cards, but cards and X's and O's. Let's see. In this bag, X's. Oh, there was an O in there too, of various colors. Mostly green, apparently. Huh. What? A little one. This here is to keep track of your score. Yeah, there's definitely more greens than purples. Let's look in the O bag. O. 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 It's magic. The O's are mostly pink. All right, so the O's, we'll start you over here. I don't know what that little disc is for. I think that disc must be going here. All right, let's see how this game is played. Place an X or an O. You can't talk. Blah, blah, blah. All right, you need to get 5 in a row of either shape or color. So one team is green, and X's, and the other team is purple and O's. But what do you get on your turn? You always have to, okay, so you're going to put the pieces on the side of the board and prepare them. You're going to play 3 of your own piece first, and then you'll play 1 of your own piece, but it's your opponent's color. So you're required to play your opponent's color on the board. And that's it. And there's a web app too. There's also a time limit with the web app and random. You know, I'm not actually hating on this. I know that I might be sounding like I am a little bit, but I don't mean to be. This actually does not sound horrific. I think the idea of it's pretty interesting. I like the 5 in a row games anyway. All right, cool. The only problem is the game doesn't look new, right? It looks kind of old. Where are the videos of UK Games Expo? Who said we took videos of it? Our top 10 from UK Games Expo and our designer thing of those will go up at some point, but UK Games Expo has recorded those. They'll send them to me when they're done with them. So it might not even be till after Origins. All right. My energy is really close to 0, but I'll keep working on this. Golf and roll. What do we got here? Whoa. This game was like already punched out or something. We got tokens. We got dice. Let's see what I roll. A 4. This one has zeros. A 0 and a 2, and the rest is 1s. This has mostly 2s and 3s. This has 1s and 2s and a 3. So I'm going to guess that in this game you are going to be, well, there's some pretty neat cards here. It looks like you make a golf course here with the cards. That's not bad. The cards look actually pretty colorful and bright. You got these not quite chibi but anime characters. Oh, there's a white die. We missed that one. That one goes all the way up to 4. And we have a veteran, and before rolling for an obstacle you may use this skill and get a chance to re-roll once. Alright, so there's a lot of different cool cards in this game. Let's see here. You're going to pick a golfer, and you got to roll different numbers and try to stay on the course. Okay, well, I don't know if it's any good or not, but like I said, it's very bright and cheerful. And so that's Golf and Roll. Why are there so many games left? Well, this one is an expansion, so that one's not counting. And these look like they're expansions too.
Underneath the colored plastic box.
Let me look. This is an expansion. Yeah, so those don't count. To a game I don't have. This is an expansion, so that doesn't count. And this is a dice container. Oh, we'll look at that in a second. This game has already been reviewed, so we don't need to show that one. All right, good. I just knocked out a bunch of games. I feel better. All those expansions, the games that we don't have, are just going to go straight to the other pile. All right, this is a dice container. Sorry, folks, I don't mean to be less energetic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What am I doing here? I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. I think I was. I'm just breaking stuff. Think that's okay?
No.
Well, it might be. No, these look like they come in here. And then on the other side, I should probably match up the sides, right? That would probably make sense. There we go. Are these not punched out? These are not good quality. So guess what? We'll put that together later and look at it. I don't know what it does. There's a lot of pieces.
This is not an expansion.
Yeah, I've already reviewed that game. All right. Oh, here's the instructions on how to put it together. All right, Power Grid, the Fabled expansion. You know, when this first came out, I was like, oh, that sounds interesting, Power Grid. But I didn't realize it was like this really small thing. So it's basically just a game here, and you're going to reveal new rules based on what happens. That's the whole Power Grid Fabled expansion. I'm not really interested in that because I don't know that I want to play Power Grid that many times in a row. I like Power Grid a lot, but meh. I'll probably stick it in my Power Grid game. All right, what do we got? Triangle. Oh, it's a stupid name. Does it feel like I've stopped trying? What are you supposed to do in this game? All right, you are stacking triangles and connecting them to each other, and you need to play your triangle. If you create a large triangle, you win or something like that. Whoop. King of Tokyo Halloween. You'd be like, what? Well, here's why I haven't opened this, because I already have King of Tokyo Halloween, and this was the new version that matches 2nd edition. And that's really the only difference. And so, actually, my King of Tokyo is, right now, I don't know what to do with it, because all my stuff doesn't fit into a box. So anyway, King of Tokyo, if you've never seen it, we got Boogeyman and Pumpkin Jack, or Boogie Woogie and Pumpkin Jack, 2 new characters that both have orange dice. You can use orange dice with anybody, actually. And then this game comes with power-ups for them. But if I am correct, and I think I am, if I'm correct in this game, they're going to come up with power-ups for... No, it's only for King of Tokyo. They didn't make the power-ups for King of New York, which is kind of weird to me, because then what's... I guess they just reprinted it to get some new artwork. And then some new King of Tokyo cards. These are the costume cards, which make absolutely no thematic sense. So I have a Godzilla fighting King Kong, right? Or whatever their names are. And you're like, oh, and Godzilla's like, I'm dressed up like an astronaut.
Even monsters want to celebrate Halloween.
Even monsters want to celebrate Halloween? That is not a wise comment. They can dress up like the Statue of Liberty? What? That doesn't make any sense. It is fun artwork, though. And these are actually fun cards, the costumes, because they give you special abilities and all. So, that's cool. And this is pretty neat. It looks better than Triangle. King of Tokyo, Halloween. All right. Here's a game, Roots of Mali. Let's take off the lid there. Let's see what's inside this one. There's some more stuff for Dice War, Bond of Demons. Is this for this game? Interesting. Well, there's a lot of dice in here. All right, let's see. Roots of Mali, the rule book. So, this Lights of Dragon. This comes with 15 creature dice. 15 black creature dice. And it looks like I shoved an expansion in here called Bond of Demons. These are not quality dice. And then I got to figure out what all these things do. This looks like that other game that I played. Yeah, this one doesn't really look that interesting. Let's put it back. I'm also not a huge fan of this box. I have to put it like this, don't I? The idea of dice combat's interesting, but nah, I'm not interested in this one. All right. What else we got? That's a super tiny expansion, so that's all it gets talked about. Let's see over here. Double Cross. White and black things. Cute. Double Cross is a strategy game for 2 players. Bring your disc to the other side in the 3 of the 5 configurations on the square scoring tiles. So you're going to put these scoring tiles out and put these discs on them. No one watching cares. Get rid of it. All right, come on. There's got to be something good to end this on. Flamme Rouge expansion. All right. I didn't like Flamme Rouge, but maybe the expansion will suddenly make me like the game. Because that happens all the time. Actually, though, a lot of people do like Flamme Rouge. You're probably really interested in what I'm about to show you. Some new bikes, pink and white. That's cool. Some new cards. A lot of new cards. All right, we got 3s and 5s, and that's the white. We got more bad cards. More pink and white. I don't remember what all that's for. Okay. More track, though. Okay, now this I like. See how the track here? This makes track matter, having these places where there can only be one bike. I like this stuff a lot. That actually would make me like the game more. And then we got the pink dudes and the white dudes. The bikers. All right. So Flamme Rouge adds more players, adds more cards, adds a cooler track. Maybe someone in Dice Tower likes us enough and you'll see that one get reviewed from one of my other reviewers. All right. Next. The North Sea Rune Saga. Okay, now this is interesting. I'm not really that interested in this expansion. I mean, I find it kind of interesting what the expansion does. But this attaches the Raiders of the North Sea, Explorers of the North Sea, and Shipyards of the North Sea somehow, some way. So I'm kind of curious how it does that. It comes with these big, giant rocks, apparently, that matter for the different games. And you play these cards. So there's some different tokens for the different games here. These cards are definitely for Raiders of the North Sea. So it looks like What's interesting? I was about to say these have something to do with the rest of the game, but they don't. So here's my thing. If these cards don't matter for the rest of the game, that would be a little annoying because I would want some of these Raiders cards in my game, but I don't want to have to buy an expansion to the games I'm not as interested in. Remember I said Shipwrights I did not like. Here's a bunch more cards for Shipwrights. And Explorers was okay, but Raiders is an amazing game. Well, you get some cool artwork in here. Here's designer Shem Phillips. Yeah, this is some pretty cool artwork. Here's the illustrator. I like this stuff. So I'm not really sure how these work together. You're just going to play through the games in order. So how do you play them in order? Shipwrights first, then Raiders, then Explorers? Wait, no, it must be Explorers, then Raiders. That's what I would guess. Shipwrights, Raiders. You got to play Raiders in the middle? You end with Explorers? That's kind of, that's disappointing. Okay, so you're just basically going through and getting some of these rune stones that you put up on this rune stone board, and you get these rune stones at the end of the game. All right, well, see, the thing about these, though, is you have to like all three games and want to play all three in a row. It just seems like kind of a far-fetched thing. It almost sounds like, I would say this almost sounds like a stretch goal, right, for a Kickstarter campaign. It's an interesting idea, but how many people really want to do it? Not I. All right. We're almost there. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. What is this giant one over here? World Control. This game just seems horrific, doesn't it? Do you feel like this game is good or bad based on this cover? Oh no! Wait a minute. Is that Monopoly? It's Monopoly, Frisk, and wait a minute. This may be the worst game I've seen today. It's spelled, there's spelling errors on the back here. This was funded on Kickstarter during the last 3 weeks of the 2016 U.S. presidential race. This game looks so bad, and I haven't even opened the box yet. Wow, there's the rules. Here's the board. Well, this looks kind of interesting, actually. All right, never mind. I gotta give him props. Okay, all joking aside, I gotta give him props for these little. Oh, it's paper money. Oh, they're paper cards. Ah! Oh, my hands are burning. They're paper cards, not paper money. Paper cards. These are slightly thicker paper cards. Oh, this is a really neat idea, though. This hole where they slide out here? That's cool. You could have done better quality cards, though. Oh, I really like that. And they got cool pieces on the side here. All right, I'm not hating on this game as much anymore, except that paper cards. All right. I'm assuming you put these on the board somewhere. Do you drop stuff down these chutes? Huh. Paper money don't. Oil and tech and gold. Wow. All right, I'm conflicted now because the game seemed horrific, and it probably still is. Oh, these rules are bad. So much incorrect spelling on them. There's combat in this game, like risk combat. There's trading. It looks like there's a little bit of abstract strategy. Airstrikes, bankruptcy. It's 2 to 6 players, 1 to 5 hours. All right, that's not as bad as the other game. Festival looks worse. Festival looks worse than this one, but this is in the bottom 5 we've seen today. All right, let me get this stack over here. Ugh. Whew. I agreed to do this once a month, didn't I? The Flow of History. Well, I think we've already seen this one. This is from Tasty Minstrel Games, but let's take a closer look. We got some money cards. Let me move these out of the way over here. Some tokens. I think Z's played The Flow of History. This has some really cool looking cards in it. I really highly think of these cards. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, that's cool. That's good. We're ending on a positive note here with The Flow of History. Well, but wait, we're not ending on that. There's more. Rocket Race, a steampunk building game. Rocket Race! With really bad artwork on it. Ugh. Rocket Race has some gears here, some dice, and some cards. Anti-gravity paint veins. I don't even know what that means. I want some anti-gravity paint veins. All right, let's look at these cards. Anti-gravity paint veins, hand crank steering fins, steel rudder, gas jets, Helia's cerebral enhancer, 100 hungry mice. If you're running your ship on 100 hungry mice, that's problematic. Anti-gravity paint, huge cannon, giant helium balloons, volcanic eruption. All right, so it looks like these are just, it looks like it's a simple card game. It's got to be. Oof. Look at all that text here. Play when you assemble a rocket. You may use components still in development. Reduce your reliability token by 1 for each cog in those components. If the reliability roll fails, all cards you use with tokens on them are automatically discarded. Play when an opponent announces a launch. You may launch a rocket before that player. Immediately reduce your rocket's reliability total by 2 points. That's a lot of rules text for a single card. But it looks like most of the cards are not that long. So I don't want you to feel like this game is overly complex. It doesn't look overly complex. However, the artwork and presentation is not really selling me on it either. Anyway, that's Rocket Race. Players must have bigger hands than this. That was a Kickstarter staff pick? I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize people overly. And this may sound personal, but I do not understand what the people are drinking of who do Kickstarter staff picks. It really feels like they just randomly pick stuff. All right, Death Over in the Kingdom. That's not a bad. Oh, this is from Gen X. Okay, so Gen X has made some really nice stuff in the years. Death Over the Kingdom. We got some tokens here, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. Those are all tokens. And then some, well, these cards look, there we go. I couldn't get that card pack open for some reason. These cards are some pretty nice looking cards. Look at that. Some pretty solid big artwork on these cards. So that's nice. These are the same. Oh, there's a, each card looks like it does something different. So it kind of looks like a Citadels type situation. Yeah, I like these cards a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the artwork for this one. Nice. All right. All right, we are ending on a good note here. We're not done yet. We still have some more games here. Just a couple more. Braggart. A game of heroes, lies, and unfortunate fish. All right. You sit in a hero's tavern. A hero's return. A tavern renowned for its heroic clientele. You're not a hero, but you tell a good tale. Can you fight your way through a drunken haze to concoct the best boast, the most believable? You need to rescue damsels in distress. Oh, this looks like a take that game. in front of families and friends, while under a witch's spell, while carrying a swooning maiden, having infiltrated the enemy camp while retained as a bodyguard, I witnessed the killing of an angry-looking chicken, yeah, this game's going to get played soon, I can guarantee you that. An angry-looking chicken, and then I hid in my house crying. That doesn't seem to get me a lot of points. Let's try this again. On a distant battlefield, I cover myself in oil to rescue the king himself, and now I command entire armies in my quest for glory. Liar! Liar! Yes, I did! I'm picking someone's pocket. Yeah, I'm not too overly impressed with this one. It looks like a ha ha ha. Look at the story I put together. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's pretty bleh. All right. Well, let's see here. We got baseball highlights, spring training. The reason this one doesn't get out faster, especially as much as I like baseball highlights, is I'm one of the few people in the area who likes baseball highlights, because I like baseball and deck building, and a lot of people I know don't like one of the two. Some more rules booklets, some more cards. All right, that's good enough. You saw it unboxed. I'm running out of energy here, folks. And that looks like that's pretty much it. We've seen some good games, a few. We've seen some bad games, a lot. We've seen some horrible games, several. And that was like magic, what just happened. We are getting higher in technology. The scene just changed, and Derek's not even in the room. He did it like magically from his computer. That's pretty cool. That was a bit tiring. Melody's tired too. Here, come say hi, everybody, so that they know that I'm not talking to the wall here the whole time.
I like bend down.
Hey, we're going gaming tonight. That would be more fun than this was. Let's see what anyone says here.
No.
All those bad games took out your energy. I had a lot of energy coming into this, but, well, just opening games in general, right? Or doing the same thing over and over again. Open talking crap?
No.
No. You know?
It's not that high. Hello.
So anyway, no one has any questions. So I guess we'll just end this. If you don't have any questions, we'll end the thing. Melody, the people are asking you to get talking crap.
No, I threw it away.
Oh, you threw it away?
No.
Like in the garbage?
No.
Oh. Do you know there's 3 poop games over there? There's also the poop one up there, and there's another poop one, like don't step in it. It's also over there. All right. World Control passed the goal by $1. The Kickstarter goal. Oh, we gotta look that up here. World Control Kickstarter. How much money do you think it made before we even look at it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it made $11,000.
Oh, I was gonna see 10,000.
23,000 pounds, or 23,000 pounds. Wow, would you even have bought it based on this?
That's a really weird.
Yeah, no good. Melody won't be at Origins? No. I guess I could have taken you to Origins. It's too late now. No, but you're doing stuff at home anyway. She wants to have a summer, right? You know, a summer of stuff.
But I did like nothing while you were gone.
Well, it's too late now. What are you hoping to play tonight?
Okay.
We packed a whole pile. We packed that one that's like the thing. That one I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And I might play Scythe. We'll see. Trifecta Poop could be a video name. Yeah, that's true. Did you try the Don't Step in the Poo game? No, we plan to do it. We just haven't done it yet. We might do that with our family instead. What are you looking forward to about college?
Probably meeting new people and learning stuff that I actually want to learn instead of required classes.
Melody is not a fan of Heroes, Land, Air, and Sea, right?
No.
No, I liked it a lot, but that's not her style of game. People say my shirt and my hat match?
Yes, it does.
That's an accident. Was not planned.
Someone asked if I'm going to be on the cruise. I won't be. I will actually be going to college like a week before.
However, we will email her pictures of us on the cruise to make her feel better about it.
Who goes there?
Who goes there? Yeah, that's the game. Who goes there? We're taking that tonight, but it might not get played because we took, I don't know, like 10 games. We always pack 10 games.
Someone has a purple suit.
A purple suit, yeah. I would like to get the. Oh, it's from the Brothers Mirth. I would not be able to fit into their suits. They are too short. You have a bunch of games in front of you to play tonight. How many of the games tonight that we opened now are we taking with us tonight?
None.
Yeah, that's true. There's a few that look interesting, right? But there's a lot of these games that are not even going to make it to the to be played shelf. That are just going to skip it right on by.
So why'd I open them all?
Because you never know. Okay, well here's the deal. We're going to do this every month, right? So next month we open blue stickers, is it right?
Next month is green.
Oh, green. There's not a lot of green stickers. Next month's video is going to be...
Just because this is the first ones that we have. We just put
Yeah, right. And some of them are from S, and yeah, the green ones are not going to be nearly as long. In fact, I may even, if I don't think there's enough, I may just put them aside and put it together with the next month. But we'll be doing this on a monthly or bi-monthly basis. This will be one of the longer ones, but it will not be the longest one because this will happen again. Because we will fall behind. We don't normally throw games away. All right, so keep that in mind. Why didn't you open Dwarves? Because I've already opened it before, so I didn't want to open it again. It's sitting right here, though. But Dwarves, yay! Okay, folks. Well, that's it. We've been recording now for 2 hours and 7 minutes. 500 people came to watch me open bad games. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Melody.
And you've been watching the most boring unboxing in the world live. You're insane. Go do something better with your lives.
Thanks